Welcome back to the Kieran Carlin Football Channel. Now, if you're not subscribed, you should probably subscribe and help me get to 20,000 supporters. Join the club. This is 8 players that I would sell to Saudi Arabia for a laugh. Miguel Almiron. I am not convinced his performance at the beginning of last season is indicative of a permanently improved player. I think it was just a bit of a purple patch. He had 12 goal involvements in the first half of the season. He had 3 goal involvements in the second half of the season. That's a bit more like it, isn't it, Miggy? But most importantly, we're here to sports wash. That beautiful smile, that just pure, joyous smile, genuine smile from Miguel Almiron would disarm the best human rights lawyer anyone could find. Just a little smirk from big Miguel Almiron would result in PIF buying Amnesty International. 50 mil from Al Tarwoon. Thank me later at the UN. Virgil Van Dijk. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but I've got some ironclad reasoning here. Van Dijk's form is fallen off a cliff. Let's be honest, it's completely fallen off a cliff. His one-on-one defending is no better than an influencer boxer. He is shot to bits. He's 31, he's not getting any younger, and I think this is the best time to cash in. Liverpool get 50 million for a player who's potentially past his best. Saudi Arabia get a shiny new commercially viable player in their league. It seems like a perfectly good win-win all round. However, my only concern is that robbery is punishable by death in Saudi Arabia, and Virgil van Dijk is currently stealing a living. I don't know how that would go down, but I'd like to see how that plays out. Theo Baker. Theo notoriously said he would score 8 goals in this Manchester City team if he was played up front and scored pens. Now, I'm interested to see how Theo Baker would do in the Saudi Pro League. Ronaldo scored 14 goals. Igalo scored 18. I reckon Theo's coming in at around 16 goals, in between these two legends of the game, providing he takes all the penalties, the free kicks, the corner kicks, the throw-ins, and even that silly little goal kick they do where they kick it 5 yards. There is also only about 8 days of rain in Riyadh every single year, so I'd be pretty interested to see how he would fare and how many layers of skin can peel off before you start to reveal the muscle and ligaments underneath. I feel like this is the best way for science to find that out. The entire city of Wolverhampton. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think we should sell the entirety of Wolverhampton to Saudi Arabia. Ship it over to the middle of the desert and let's just be done with it. Bring Southampton back up to replace them from the Championship, and let's just pretend that Wolves was just a figment of our imagination. It also means Ruben Neves can get his dream Saudi move, whilst pretending that he was going to leave again, but really not. And they can rehire Nuno Espirito Santo from Al Ittihad and cause a bit of drama in the league. Ooh, exciting. Tony Cruz. Freedom of expression is crushed in Saudi Arabia. And my lord, does Tony Cruz need shutting up. Stop saying weird stuff on podcasts about your teammates. This is not very nice. He could do with a little slap on the wrist, couldn't he? Little naughty bugger. Harry Kane. Daniel Levy refused to sell Harry Kane to Manchester City for it was about 100 million. Now he's at severe risk of dropping value down to the fact that he's getting older and he's potentially out of contract next year on a free. But if you sell him to Saudi, it's a win-win-win for all parties. Daniel Levy gets a good amount, the best amount of money you could possibly get for Harry Kane at this moment in time. Harry Kane probably wins a trophy and gets to, look, I did it in multiple leagues. That's cool, all right? And then we all get to see Harry Kane try and speak Arabic. Calvin Phillips. Now, we all know Calvin Phillips' first year at Manchester City hasn't gone to plan. And when he came back from England camp after December, after the World Cup, in the press it was swirling that he was a little bit overweight. And now there's rumours that he might get moved on from Manchester City. So I think he's in, he's still young, he's still in a good space in his career. I think a move to Al Fateh. I think a move to Al Fateh would be good for the overweight man. I'm not proud of this one. Gary ONeill. Take a chance on me, is what Gary ONeill will be saying to the head honchos over at ABBA FC. But as you all know, ABBA has some seriously concerning form going into the business end of last season. And in my opinion, this would be a great time to snap up newly unemployed Gary ONeill. He's got staving off relegation experience under his belt. He doesn't look too intimidating. I don't think he would cause a fuss if he saw, some sort of human rights abuse going on in the street. But ABBA may need to go out and spend some money. It's a money in the Saudi League. That was another ABBA song. What else can we do? Super Trooper attacking kids in Yemen. They're not allowed to eat food, but we sell the mums from the British government. Let me know in the comments down below who you would banish to the Saudi Pro League. I've been your boy Kieran. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.